Fortinet, the global cybersecurity leader driving the convergence of networking and security, has revealed the outcomes of a new survey conducted by IDC on the state of security operations SecOps in the Asia-Pacific regions. The survey commissioned by Fortinet provides valuable insights into the current SecOps landscape, emphasizing the role of artificial intelligence, AI, and automation. It explores various aspects, including prevalent security practice, attack frequency and impact, detection and response times, alert fatigue, the status and impact of automation in SecOps workflows, and challenges related to skill development within the SecOps domain. And joining me this morning to further dive deep into the finding is Country Manager of Fortinet Malaysia, Dixon Wu. I want to say thank you very much, Dixon, for joining us. It's fantastic to have you here. We're going to start with security threat.
Sure.
How about the landscape in Malaysia? Given that phishing is the top cyber threat in Malaysia, how are organizations adapting their cybersecurity strategies to address these prevalent concerns?
Sure. First of all, let me thank Nina and Astro AWANI for inviting Fortinet Malaysia to present here and to have this live chat. And hopefully, with this messaging, we can also send out to the outside world to create awareness together. I think you're right. I think recently, Fortinet has conducted a survey in the Asia region for, I think, 550 companies has been chosen to participate on this particular survey. Malaysia alone, we have about 50 cybersecurity leaders as well as the decision makers to partake on this particular survey. And the outcome of the survey, phishing, you're right, is actually the most top concern that the companies are facing right now, followed by ransomware. Just to share with you, phishing today actually is getting even more targeted, more advanced and more automated. And the delivery of phishing is through multi-channel. So the spear phishing is actually keep on ongoing there. Of course, all these are many contributing factors to all these phenomena that are rising. First of all, I think it's a remote workforce that becoming a norm. If you can remember, a few years ago when we were down with pandemic, hopefully the pandemic won't come back again today. There are about 88% of the respondent feedback that remote workforce actually attributed to the insider threat. And this insider threat is something that, when people working outside, when you don't see face-to-face, that creates problem in the standpoint of their lacking of training, lacking of communication, and also lacking of care from the companies. But today, I came from the old school. I still like to go to office to have the touch point, seeing face-to-face. But the millennial nowadays, and also some of the people would like to now work
anywhere,
at a
from
cafe,
home,
from home and all that, as long as they get a job done and with a sip of coffee, enjoying the aroma and all that. But this phenomena actually exposing themselves when they have these unmanaged devices that connected to the office corporate data and all that. Somehow the attack surface become more and more. So this is one of the reasons why it constitutes to the high numbers of the phishing that happening. And also insider threat can be some of the disgruntled employees when they don't go to the office very often. Maybe they feel that they are not belong to the company, and sometimes they are not happy and all that. They become like people say musuh dalam selimut. They can also expose some of the data. So these are some of the factors that contributed to that.
With the surge in ransom incidents, what specific measures do organizations plan to implement to mitigate the risks associated with malware, phishing, the primary attacks vectors?
That's right. I think cybersecurity is actually everybody's business. It's not only belongs to the cybersecurity team or rather the SecOps teams and all that. So the top management also need to give blessing, endorsement, and also enough investment into building up a ring fence and a robust cybersecurity posture. That's very important. Of course, keep creating the awareness, the continuous training, doing some penetration tests to look at the posture and all that is very important. Yeah, in order to prevent the new forms of attack, which is getting more and more sophisticated nowadays.
Earlier, you just mentioned about the insider threat. We want to see impact of remote work from the insider threats. What specific training programs or initiative that organizations are implementing to address to increase their threat incidents, especially in the context of remote work?
Right. So some of the organizations like Fortinet, we used to do a lot of what they call testing. For example, sometimes you will receive an email from a managers talking about your salary increment and then encourage you to detach and look at the link and open the link and all that. That's where we get into trouble. I think such kind of testing, regular testing, educating, employees are paramount important.
How does the perceived lack of employee care and insufficient communication contribute to the surge in insider threat, and what steps can organizations take to alleviate this concern especially?
Right. I think constant communication, because when this hybrid work phenomenon become more and more prevalent, people are getting more disconnected because they are happy with their outside world performing as long as they get their job done. And because of this, we are human, we still need a lot of interaction. I think the communication with the managers, with the teammates, with the colleagues are important so that they always stay informed in terms of the latest development of the organization, in terms of the what's coming up and all that. I think that's very important.
And what challenges do organizations face in dedicating IT resources to security teams, and how can businesses better prioritize and allocate resources that can enhance cybersecurity measures?
So one of the outcome of the survey also indicated that 62% of the respondents feedback that many of these organizations doesn't have a dedicated resources to handle security operation, more so on the cybersecurity entire paradigm. So I think the investment and the importance of cybersecurity, it has to be on the top of the agenda, not the afterthought kind of a subject.
And we want to say about the unequipped, the steps organization taking to address the concerns of being under-equipped for threat containment, and how can it enhance the cybersecurity capabilities?
Right. If you look at the cybersecurity evolution, it has been a journey since when the world is open up for digitalization. Once we are going to a digital journey, I think data are already stored in the cloud, some in the mobile. And should there be any access to all these windows of, for example, mobile or any devices out there? Even today, we talk about edge computing, IoT, can also serve as a computer devices. So data can actually go in there, and the attackers are taking advantage to go after all these unmanaged devices. So when all these are open up, that actually pose a bigger surface, attack surface to the organization. So it's very importantly, first of all, is to have the right security posture. For example, nowadays, we talk about the concept of ZTNA. You trust no one, literally, unless you are proven legitimate identity to the organization. So all this technology has to be in place. But of course, when we talk about technology, it's only one angle. Second angle is about people, and then having the right processes and the policy in place so that everything will be then equipped. And of course, the technology is always evolved. Very importantly, for an organization is to keep investing in the latest technology, which is more platform-based kind of technology.
And from the survey also, I must add that with over 50% of enterprises experiencing an average of 220 incidents per day, what strategies are in place to manage alert fatigues in concern, especially in suspicious email and malware detections?
Yes. So I think according to the survey, 250 incidents a day is actually a very huge amount.
Yes.
Imagine that in organization, I think the survey also indicated that an organization of 230 people, only one person is responsible for the security operation. And then imagine one, is to take care of the whole organization.
It's a lot.
And then in terms of the incidents, there were about 47 incidents happen a day. And imagine this poor guy who needs to handle everything. So if you divide by 8 hours a day of working hours, probably every 10 minutes he has to handle certain incidents and all that. So that is almost impossible for an organization to keep investing on people, right? And looking at the economic headwind that we are facing at the moment. So one of the strategy to overcome that is to automate the security operation. So that's where AI come into play.
In the face of time constraints, usually even though there's a lot of problems and then one person atau one key person managing everything, even for the whole organizations, we're talking about face of timing constraints. What process automation, you mentioned tools, maybe we can dive deep into this, and prioritization methods are being implemented to ensure effective threat management within, let's say, 8-hour day.
Yeah. Of course, AI is one of them, automation. So in Fortinet, recently we also worked with this third-party consultant called ESG, and also to collect some feedback on the before automation, implementing Fortinet AI solution versus after. So the outcome indicated that in terms of the mean time to detect, and this is a bit of a technical jargon, meaning that how long do you take to detect a malware that go into your system, MTTD, before the solution was being implemented, it took about 21 days.
Oh,
yeah, that's
almost
a long time.
A month.
Almost a month. Imagine, how much can threat actors do?
That's maybe from one from the 220
exactly,
problems already.
Exactly. So after the implementation of the Fortinet Fabric solution, the MTTD reduced from 21 days to just 1 hour. So just imagine how efficient is that. And of course, productivity also increased and all that. The other outcome of the survey also shown that after the implementation of the Fortinet AI Fabric solutions, the mean time to response in IT, we call it MTTR, it was reduced from 18.5 hours to just a mere minutes. So the whole cycle from a detection, from the investigation, from the containment to that remediation and all that, reduced tremendously. So that will help the issue of having skill shortage, having a lack of investment on people and all that.
All right, definitely in the pursuit of holistic automations, how can organizations ensure that maximizing visibility, automated processes, threat intelligence, and even optional efficiency are seamlessly integrated to their security operations?
Absolutely, absolutely.
How can we do that?
So I think first of all is to have that proper framework, right? So of course, before that, I think the top management need to view security operation as a very important ingredient in the whole cybersecurity journey, because having the right control of the information from the outside to inside and all that is important. Of course, I mentioned about automation, having the AI-powered solution is paramount important. After that, I think the framework, proper framework in place is important. The whole entire journey from the detection, from the investigation, from the remediation, containment and all that, to the response, it has to be relooked. Instead of a silo approach, now it has to be at the entire journey.
All right, definitely, as you mentioned earlier, cybersecurity is everyone's business, and one of the three top aspects that we need to focus is give blessing, endorsement, and investing toward the cybersecurity. And I want to say thank you very much to Country Manager of Fortinet Malaysia, Dixon Wu. Definitely, we'll see you again joining us, and everything will be uploaded within astro.awani.com and all digital platforms.